hold out your hand, and in the middle of your palm, manifest any seed you desire, and see how long it takes before you are convinced that what you have been told is a lie. Thoughts alone do not become things, simply because a thought is nothing more than a vessel that conveys or allows the transfer or transportation of a specific type of energy, whatever the intention is. It's just a means through which that energy can be transported from one point to another. Unto itself, it's not going to do anything, because nothing of the physical can be manifested in the physical, devoid of the metaphysical being involved in the equation. You have to understand that without the metaphysical, nothing is possible. Even the most heinous crimes, those were contrived from the inception of some metaphysical elements in order for them to be manifested in the material. Somebody somewhere had an evil thought or a wicked intention or a sinister idea or whatnot, but that's what they drew the initial energies from in order to formulate that plan they had of whatever they did that was atrocious. But everything is born from the metaphysical. Nothing is born of the physical that manifests in the physical of the physical by the physical alone. It doesn't work like that. So you can hold your hand out and open up your hand, and in the middle of your palm, attempt to manifest any seed you desire or any material object you desire. And that will tell you that thoughts alone do not become things. Thoughts become things is a bunch of nonsense. The law of attraction is a bunch of nonsense. You could clearly look at September 11, 2001, and tell me that the law of attraction applied to that situation with all of those people, or any collateral damage from any of the wars, or any war. You know, there is something called the element of unpredictability, chaos, frenetic energy, that you and I don't have any control over. So you have to not only understand that, but you have to respect it, that it is out there. It is a part of us. You could do everything right. You can plan, you could hope, you can dream, you could wish, you could do all the work, and things will fall apart. And you don't know why. Because sometimes in life, your reality is not set in stone. It's like the ocean. The ocean doesn't sit still. That's why the sky never grows stale. It's always moving and churning and meandering and winding and drifting, rising and falling, ebbing and flowing, tension and release. That is the yin and yang of the universe. So you have to recognize that just as much as you are a part of the flow of the energy of the universe, you are a part of the ebb as well. It's necessary, because if things sit still, they become stagnant and stale and sedentary, and nothing moves, nothing grows, nothing flows. So therefore, everything just withers away and dies. But you have to consciously be in contact with the fact that if you stay in a negative, everything is blocked. So if you find yourself in a negative situation, or thinking negative thoughts, or a negative person has transferred their energy to you by insulting you, or belittling you, degrading you, denigrating you, berating you, or making some lewd comment or some nonsense, you have to understand that negative people are ignorant. You know, they don't know any better, because if they did, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. Now, by ignorant, I don't mean that they can't read or write or anything like that. That's somebody who's illiterate. That's completely different. What I mean by illiterate is somebody who cannot read or write. But what I mean by somebody who is ignorant is somebody who is just deliberately putting their negativity on you. You know, I encounter a lot of people in my life that do it constantly. And you have to understand that, don't take it personal, because this world is littered with them. These are your teachers, because the universe puts them in your path for a reason, because you might think that you are a veritable positivity, but you're not. Because if in any way, shape, or form anything they say affects you or upsets you or disturbs you or gets you angry or whatever, then you are a disingenuous positivity. And that is a clear indication of that right there. So you have to recognize the universe is always working on your behalf in your favor, even if you're not. For example, there are many people in this life that they were never raised being shown love, being given love, or to ever know what love is. They were only trained to survive. So whenever they enter into a relationship, they immediately revert to that default setting of survival, and their partner will inevitably become heartbroken because they don't know how to process feelings and emotions on an adult level. But you have to understand something. Your heart is not a single entity. It is a myriad of infinite doors, like the universe. Your heart doesn't have one door. The mistake people make when they get their heart broken in a romantic relationship is they cause their heart in its entirety to shut down, which is never a good thing. Your heart has an infinite amount of doors, just like the universe does. So therefore, if somebody breaks your heart in a romantic relationship, if you want to keep that door closed, that's cool. But there's an innumerable myriad of other doors that should remain open. For example, there's many different types of love. There's love for yourself, love for your neighbors, love for your family, love for your possessions, love for your pets, love for your house, love for your life, your job, on and on. It's endless. So if somebody breaks your heart in a romantic situation and you want to keep that door closed, by all means do it. But keep the other doors open, because you're robbing the world of your magic. And that's a prime example of negativity at work that just causes you to shut down completely and totally. So just recognize that thoughts don't become things by themselves. A thought is just another form of energy, just like your moods, your attitude, your demeanor, your behavior, your actions. That's just another form of energy expressing itself through some vehicle. Like when you get in a car, the car is going to take you from point A to point B. How you drive the car is a direct extension of your energy, and it is indicative of the nature of your soul and your character. You could see people, they're on the road rage, tailgating you, cutting you off. They're very aggressive drivers. That's because the car has become an extension of the energy of the individual. You should always be concerned with yourself, never caring about what others think about you. For example, if somebody's tailgating you, always be cognizant of the proximity of the other individual to your vehicle, but just don't be concerned with what they want, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to attempt to transfer their energy to you, because they're impatient, they're angry, they don't want to wait. They're trying to get you to go faster and do what they want you to do. So essentially, you're surrendering your energy to this external source. So how do you do that? Take your foot off the gas and go slower. That impatience that they fester in them will immediately turn to frustration and rage, and they'll just go around you. Don't acknowledge them by staring them down. You don't want to retort negativity with negativity, because something disastrous can be the outcome, and that's never a good thing for anybody involved. But I just wanted to make this video to just remind you that thoughts don't become things without any type of metaphysical foundation behind it, because the universe is 50% of your equation. You're the other 50%. You have to want to make changes in your life, or transition or transfer, or whatever you want to do, transform, transmute, whatever you want to do in your life. But it's not going to happen just by sitting and thinking. If you connect with the universe through meditation, you are enabling your higher self to help you in this lower vibrational density. But that is simply not enough. That in itself is not enough. That's 50% of the equation. The other 50% is played out in the physical, not just the physical alone, and not just the metaphysical alone. It's both combined. Consciousness merging in creative unity with matter to formulate the experience of your reality. And that's the best that any of us can truly imagine our world to be and to become. So have an amazing day, everyone. God bless each and every one of your souls, because God already has. You are always loved. You are never alone. And all of your darkness is behind you. Your road ahead is divine. As long as you truly embrace inside your heart that it is so, then it will be. God bless.